should be a tough match. We have second and third on the rankings versus each other. STLZ and TO3 winning a match each 3-0. Nothing separating them. TO3 with an early entry in the STLZ territory and trying to keep that ball there, but Charlesy and Lethal slowly moving it forward. Here's Captain Dolly getting a touch of the ball for the first time in a while, and he's in. Oh, he's just gone off. Lethal's there to clear that, and Charlesy, the captain, now taking down the right-hand side of the wall. Just missing that connection. The Shivers and Dolly hold their ground there for TO3. Now the pressure from Steel is being placed onto the over 30 offense. Dolly pops it up, sees it's Lethal, takes the game on, but Lethal keeps the ball in the corner, puts it over there. Buying his team some time. Great contest there. Will just place themselves well. Lethal sees the touch work out for the Steelers, but TO3, massive credit to them. They have had the ball in Steeler territory majority of this game so far. Ball possession is in favour of the over 30s. 54% plays 46%. They keep this pressure on the Steelers here in their own half, on their net. Shivers and Dolly just waiting for that defense to crack open with this pressure they're putting on. They've got a bit of a wall set up, which has made it hard for the Steelers to clear it. And when they do clear it, the TO3 defense at the goal line seems quite strong right now. So we've just passed 90 seconds in the game, apologies. The demo came in there. The Steelers on Shivers. Sorry, Shivers and Lethal demoed each other and took each other out of the play. How interesting. I thought Lethal got Shivers there. Returning each other the favour. Now Steelers are taking the ball possession away, an advantage from TO3. Even though TO3 have the ball where they wanted, Dolly just missed that ideal connection. It's game on here. You can see how much it means to both Steelers and TO3. Steelers with a strong qualifying campaign to get here in this match tonight. Oh, Dolly taking the game right on and almost got around Lethal there. Oh, what a team play. What a save from Dolly. That looked dangerous from the Steelers. Like, that could have been in. What teamwork from Charlesy and Lethal. The TO3 defense has been very strong this evening to kickstart their game here. Still, it's 0-0 as we approach the 3-minute mark into game one. Shivers sees his opportunity here on the open net. Lethal baiting him in there to try and shut the play, if not slow it down. But this pressure from TO3, they just keep laying it onto the Steelers. Steelers still have the advantage in possession, 51%, 49, so it's very close, almost even there between these two teams, and it just feels like TO3 have got more pressure on the Steelers right now, particularly in Steelers half. More opportunities on goals, but we know it's 0-0, 90 seconds left, anything can happen. It could be a 1-goal game. Whether that goes to OT or it's 1-0, TO3 look like they could be on for an opportunity, as that's a bit too high there. Lethal's there to catch it now. Interfered by Dolly. That was a little bit risky, but lucky Shivers was there. Shut that corridor play down, even though Dolly was just trying to interfere. They're right back on the offense here, TO3. Steelers really holding their ground here, though, with a minute left. They haven't cracked. Either team have not cracked in defense. Quite the arm wrestle here tonight. It's going to go right down to the wire by the looks of it, at least here in game one it will. Dolly moves this ball forward. He pops it up. Charles is there to save it. Caught by Lethal as Shivers comes in, steals possession, and he's in for the over 30s. Wow. After nearly 4.5 minutes of play, TO3 are on the board. Shivers strikes for the over 30s, claiming his first goal in the major, claiming the advantage for TO3 in this blockbuster match. They look hungry for more, TO3. As Dolly comes in, it's a bit too high, it's off the backboard, opportunity still there. Shivers comes in, 30 seconds left, ball still where TO3 want it. The Steelers only trail by 1. If they can get themselves on the board, at least get it to overtime. They're right in this game. It's Lethal setting up his captain there, but Shivers was there to interfere with the play. TO3 keep this ball moving forward. Could this be goal number 2 with 10 seconds left? They have the ball when they want it, but the touch for Steelers works out. Maybe not enough time left for the Steelers. They're going to have to keep this ball alive on 0 seconds, and that will touch the ground. The over 30s have claimed game 1. No goal being scored. What a match we have on our hands here. No attempt on the kickoff there by TO3. Steelers happy to put this pressure on them. Shivers saves that goal. 10 seconds in, and Steelers seem more fierce here in game 2. Looking to turn things around after a rough start, but it was only a 1-point deficit. They were right in it. Shivers just capitalizing on that defense being cracked open. The Steelers shot on goal, just not working out for Lethal there, and Shivers clears it even though he gets demoed by Charlesy. Now Dolly, calm and composed, looks to take the game on off the backboard. Keeps this ball alive, a little bit of hang time, keeps himself in the play. At least apply a little bit of pressure on the Steelers as Shivers comes in for the contest. Caught by Charlesy, shut down by Dolly there, and he sees his opportunity on net. He will strike, but it's saved by Lethal, and a demo from Charlesy shuts down Shivers from striking on that net. Lethal's over, could that be in? What a save from Dolly to rotate round. Demo from the demo from TO3 on the Steelers. Dolly got rid of Lethal, and now TO3 moves this ball forward. TO3 with the advantage in the series. But in game 2, it's all tied up still as we approach the 90-second mark. Steelers have had the ball in TO3 half more and been spending more of this game in offense than in defense. TO3 is starting to turn that around a little bit here, with ball possession in favour of TO3. 55% plays 44%. 10% gap between the two teams. No goals on the scoreboard just yet as we approach the 2-minute mark. The Steelers have it where they want it though. This could be something as Charlesy's in for the Steelers' first goal in the major, and his first goal himself in the major of the summer split. Popped it over Dolly, made it very awkward for him, and now Steelers have a 1-point advantage. 1 point play 0. Approaching the 2-minute mark in game 2. The response Steelers will be looking for after a very close game 1 taken by TO3. Shivers sees his opportunity. Zoomed right in to put pressure on the Steelers, and Dolly's there to keep this ball in their half. Lethal working out the back. He shuts down that play coming in. Charlesy saw that great opportunity, but the defense from Shivers shuts that play down in the corridor. Now he looks to move down the right wing as he passes it to his captain. Takes the demo for Dolly, and Dolly's on for a shot that'll roll in. TO3 have tied it all up with 2 minutes 33 left on the clock, just about halfway through game 3. The captain steps up for the over 30s and gets them on the board. Their first goal in game 2. Dolly's first goal in the major. TO3 look hungry for more. That's on target. Saved by Lethal. Dolly takes it to the corner and keeps his pressure on the Steelers. Shot on. Saved by Lethal again. Oh, but Shivers with the pressure. It is a mounting on the Steelers. TO3 strike with back-to-back goals. 2 points plays 1. Shivers claiming his second goal in this match. 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. There's plenty of time left for the Steelers to make a comeback here. We'll pull this right back. 2 goals and they're back in front, the Steelers. Not too much separating these two teams. Ball possession is still the same. 45% plays for 55% in favour of TO3. Now Steelers getting some time in TO3 half. Time in offense. It's there, but it seems like TO3's corridor is just well looked after here tonight. Dolly and Shivers definitely seem like they've done some work in the past week or so. Oh no, not the touch Shivers was looking for. What pressure with that shot coming in from Lethal. A long shot. Hit in Steeler territory. Shivers was there to just try and get that touch, but it worked out for the Steelers, and they're happy to take the point. 2 points all. 1 minute 45 left on the clock, and Dolly wins the kickoff for TO3. Shivers meets it. Shot on goal goes in. What an immediate response. Shivers redeeming himself immediately in the next play. Scores a goal off that setup from his captain. TO3 take the lead back in game 2 with 1 minute 41 left on the clock. Steelers trail by 1. Can they pull this back? We've seen some remarkable stuff from this new team of the Steelers in the summer split. TO3 participating in the pilot season. So the experience definitely has seemed to help them out here in the summer split, being one of the teams up the top for majority of their time, if not all of their time, in this summer split, and vice versa with the Steelers up there contending heavily with Mac Mafia and the over 30s. Up there in the top 3s. TO3 move this ball forward. Dolly's in! Dolly's in for his second goal. TO3 extend their lead in game 2 to 2 points. 4 points plays 2. There's 1 minute 2 left on the clock. Can the Steelers pull this back? I believe this is the biggest margin we have seen in game 2. Great cheat there from Shivers. Just feed over to the side, and Lethal knew that. He sees an open net. Can he take it? Great interference from Dolly, nice and early to shut that player down. Shivers there holding his ground. But the Steelers throwing everything at TO3. They want to get on the board here and tie things up as Lethal just missed that connection in the contest. Dolly holds ground and clears this for the over 30s. Charlesy contends, putting the ball on the opposite side of field just to slow things down. This is threatening. 30 seconds left. That's cleared by Lethal, but sent back in from Shivers. TO3, 4 points plays 2, a 2-point margin in game 2. They have the advantage. Centering board. Charlesy's there. That's on, but saved by Shivers. TO3 refused to concede. Lethal catches that with 10 seconds left. The demo happened in the background. I believe that was Shivers on Charlesy. TO3 have taken game 2, but can Steelers get momentum going to game 3 as ball touches the ground? TO3 claim game 2, back-to-back games for the over 30. This could be it if the Steelers are to do it. It needs to be a reverse sweep from here. They need to win the next 3 games in a row to qualify through to the upper final versus Mac Mafia. As Charles is in to strike first blood 6 seconds into the game. Steelers are on the board. That's the start the Steelers will be looking for. TO3 have come out to play tonight. And the Steelers in the past 2 games scoring early goals. Can they keep this momentum going though here in game 3? Shut the TO3 crew out. Charlesy contends there with his opposing captain. Shivers sees his opportunity to get on this ball as he does. Off the wall in the air. Lethal saves that. Dolly holds his ground, but Lethal gets over TO3. That's on net and it's in. Steelers with back-to-back goals. 27 seconds into game 3. Capitalizing on their opportunities and getting the start they've been looking for. How will TO3 stop this bleeding? Steelers have turned things right around in game 3. Centering ball shut down there by Charlesy, and now Steelers look to move this ball forward down the left wing. Bit too much, but Lethal's still there. They're in. Lethal gets his second goal with that setup from his captain. And Steelers extend their lead 3 points to 0. Here in game 3, what a turnaround from the Steelers. Keeping this momentum going. We're not even a minute into game 3, so TO3 have a lot of time to shut this down. But definitely the game that Steelers have been looking for. Here in game 3, the start, the ideal start for any team to be 3-0 up. 1 minute into the game. In a major match. No doubt will take some pressure off and help them feel a little bit more comfortable moving through this game. As the ball's kept a little bit in that left-hand corner of Steelers territory. TO3 doing a really good job just to keep the ball out of their half and keep it out of danger after 3 goals in a row scored against them. And Charlesy gets it over Shivers. Dolly up off the backboard. Lethal and Charlesy lurking in the back there. Charlesy sees his opportunity, but no Shivers is there to look after it. Pops on the other side of the field there is the Steelers. Just past 90 seconds in the game 3. Charlesy will pop that to the other side of field. Ball possession, 60% plays 40% in favour of Steelers. Everything working out for the Steelers here in game 3. Just like that contest, that touch. Aggressive stuff from Lethal there. Great follow-up off the backboard. Shivers didn't see that coming, and Lethal gets his hat-trick in game 3. Scoring all these goals so far in the major, I believe, here in this game. Oh no, he scored last game. My apologies. Shivers tries to take this game on. He does take it on, but is shut down by the Steelers. And TO3 keep this in Steeler territory. They are up 4 points to 0 Steelers. This will be the start that they were looking for as we see out the first half of game 3. Advantage on the scoreboard, advantage in possession. These are the plays we have seen from the Steelers throughout the split. They're looking a bit more comfortable now after shaking off some nerves. Not been in a situation like this before. Whereas the over 30s experienced it in the past season. Lethal, just too classy. Pops it up and over. Dolly goes to try and clear it, but Lethal happily touches that in. Gaining his 4th goal here in game 3. 5 points to 0. 2 minutes 23 left on the clock. TO3 win the kickoff. Can they stop the bleeding here? They've got to respond now, TO3. 5 goals in a row is a heavy, heavy loss here in game 3 already. All the momentum in the Steelers' favour. And they're in the ideal position to do a reverse clean sweep. What a save from Dolly. They need to definitely get on the board here, and that's on target too. Shivers gets the first goal for the over 30s in game 3. With 2 minutes left on the clock, 5 points plays 1. They finally get themselves on the board after 3 minutes. Steelers with all the advantage at the moment. Can TO3 pull this back with that momentum from the goal? As Lethal takes the game on, keeps this pressure on TO3's heart in their half. Shivers and Dolly, we've seen a very strong defense in game 1 and 2. Here the Steelers have done really well to tear it apart and strike. TO3 look a little bit more fierce and a bit more comfortable after at least getting that first goal with 90 seconds left. It's a challenge to get 4 goals in 90 seconds. Can the over 30s do it as Shivers demos Lethal there? 2 demos from Shivers in this game, 1 from Charlesy. Dolly takes this ball down the corridor. Now to the side. Charlesy was chasing him there for a demo. Lee's got the bump. The Steelers have possession. That shot saved by Charlesy. Very dangerous from TO3. 1 minute left on the clock. Steelers have the advantage of 5 points now. Wow. Lethal taking the battle up into the air off of that pass from his captain. Meets it there. Up in the low air. Just right on that crossbar. Bounces in for the Steelers. Lethal scoring his 5th goal here in game 3. 6 points won, a 5-point advantage, 55 seconds left on the clock. TO3, it's at the rate of a goal every 10 seconds here in game 3, or it is the Steelers. Quite the challenge, but that centering ball could be on. Dolly needs to get there, and he does, but no, what? It hits the backboard, hitting the crossbar, and clears out with the assistance from the Steelers. 30 seconds left on the clock. This is the biggest margin we've seen here in this match. And the Steelers responding with class. Dolly. Shot just not working out for him there. And the double touch bouncing back out. Not working out in the way you would have wanted it to with 10 seconds left. Lethal looks, they're hungry, the Steelers. Lethal wants another goal. Does TO3 move this ball forward? The Steelers have claimed Game 3 in style, 6 points to 1. They will not be swept. They keep themselves alive in the game. Or will the Steelers be coming back and taking it to a tie-breaker? They keep the pressure on TO3 here in Game 4 in their half. 15 seconds in, they have the ball where they want it. Lethal is in. We know how dangerous those plays are from Lethal. And he will happily dribble that in up in the air and confuse TO3. Steelers strike first blood again, 3 games in a row. And last game they won the game, so are they starting a new trend? Or will TO3 seal the deal here in Game 4 and remain in the upper bracket? And see how much it means to both these teams. They're fighting hard for that spot to remain in the upper bracket. So we approach the minute mark. Steelers with the advantage, and they keep this pressure on TO3. TO3 have gotten a few clearances but haven't worked out for them. That entry shut down by Lethal. He looks comfortable, and here's an open net. Steelers will strike 2.0 just over a minute into Game 4. Lethal inserting himself in the game and stealing the ball from Dolly. Dolly couldn't do anything about it, going back to try and stop that. Lethal claims his second goal in Game 4. Steelers 2-0. What a save from Lethal. Dolly comes in, follows up. TO3 keep this pressure on the Steelers. The Steelers definitely have changed things around since Game 2. TO3 need to get themselves on the board next if they want to insert themselves in this game, because we saw when the Steelers, what they get to, like 5 goals. There you go, Dolly's in as we say that. Responded nice and early, not allowing that gap to be created. Steelers in Game 3 were 5-0 before TO3 got their first goal. So TO3 have kept themselves in this game here in Game 4. Trailing by 1 point now, 2 points won, the advantage in favour of the Steelers. And they look to go for goal number 3 here, which it will go in. Charlesley scores his first goal in Game 4. Steelers slowly but surely have seemed to be tearing this TO3 crew apart. How will Dolly and Shivers turn this around for the over 30s? They've got plenty of time left on the clock to score 2 goals, tied all back up. They need 4 goals at this stage to win the game, or to have the advantage, should we say. Shivers demos Lethal there. Dolly shuts down that forward moving play from the Steelers. Shiv happy to take this up the wall. Now up into the air. Trying to get a bit unpredictable, and that works out for the Steelers. What a shot from Shivers. Takes the game right on. Off the wall, up into the air. This is remarkable stuff. Welcome to ATL Rocket League as Shivers pulls TO3 back to a 1-point margin. They trail by 1 point. Steelers have the advantage there. We're seeing the final seconds of the first half in Game 4. Lethal with possession, looking to take this battle up in the air, and that's it for Lethal. Getting his hat-trick here in Game 4. 4 points plays 2. 2 minutes 33 left. The aerial bombardment comes in from the Steelers in the likes of Lethal. Every time TO3 get themselves on the board and pull this back, Steelers respond. Shivers attempts on goal there from the kickoff shut down. Lethal's been targeted with the demos. This is an opportunity for TO3. Shut down by Lethal, who respawned in time. And now the Steelers look to respond. Shivers sees his opportunity. Centering ball, passing to his captain, is shut down by Charlesy. Lethal with that dangerous shot on goal, shut down by Shivers. TO3 with the entry into Steeler half. Steelers just keeping that healthy gap in a match like this, making it tough for TO3 to strike. Definitely tighten up that corridor defense since game 1 and 2. Dolly meets this off the wall, up in the air. Lethal's there, but it's in for the over 30s. They're still in this game. The captain strikes right when they need to, with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. 4 points plays 3. TO3 trail by 1 point after that goal. They're clawing back to over 30s to Shivers. Flicks it over. Dolly just missed that ideal connection, but it's past the Shivers, whether that was intentional or not. And Dolly shuts down that centering ball coming in from Lethal. He knew it could have been dangerous. Here's an opportunity opening up for TO3. Lethal, great rotation round to keep his eye on the play and inject himself when he needed to. We've seen in these situations in this very game that the Steelers have responded to get that 2-point lead back. Can TO3 tie it all up as Lethal demos Dolly? A minute left. Steelers with a 1-point advantage. Dolly saves that goal coming in. Shivers with a touch to send it in the Steelers half. Ball possession is 50-50. Nothing separates these teams but 1 point on the scoreboard. Shivers demoed there by Lethal by the looks of it. Dolly's there though to look after TO3 net. And guide this ball down the Steeler half. Missed that connection with 30 seconds left. Steelers still with the advantage. They're 25 seconds away from claiming game 4 and taking this to a tiebreaker. Centering ball here for TO3, cleared by Lethal. What a turnaround from the Steelers. They get a goal here, that's all but over it is. We will be going into game 5, ladies and gentlemen. 6 seconds to get 2 goals is quite the challenge in a match like this. Somehow the Steelers have done it after a very strong start from TO3. They've turned it right back around. And here we are going into a series tiebreaker. After Steelers claiming this game 5 points 3. They're happy to see that ball touch the ground. What a comeback from the Steelers. Or will it be the over 30s? TO3 have had the advantage on the scoreboard. The series scoreboard this whole game up until this game. It's all tied up. Oh, Lethal strikes nice and early off his captain's setup. 7 seconds in. Steelers strike first blood for the 4th game in a row. 4 games out of 5. Steelers have claimed first blood and they've won 2 out of those 4. So they have started a trend here. Shivers with a shot on goal, shut down there by Lethal. Now Steelers look to move this ball forward. They're looking very dangerous moving forward as Lethal demos Dolly there. Shivers looking after defense while his captain gets back into play and passes it to his captain. TO3 just can't seem to get the ball in good spots for themselves in Steeler territory. I've got a Mozzie there. Yeah, I got it. Sorry, guys. Just can't seem to get the ball down to Steelers territory and keep it there effectively. A demo coming in. Half field from the Steelers on Shivers. Lethal moves this ball forward, looking dangerous. Ball possession all in favour of the Steelers at the moment. 65% plays 35%. We've just passed the minute mark in the game 5. And Dolly could be in, but it's stopped by the Steelers. They shut that risky play down. TO3 throwing everything at them and they get in. After Shivers keeps the pressure on the Steelers defense, Dolly hanging around the front of goal, waiting for his opportunity to strike. And does off of that pass from Shivers. 1-1. Approaching 90 seconds into game 5. Shivers with the entry for TO3. But Lethal pops it right over Dolly coming in. Shivers contends on the wall there. Trying to shut down the centering play, and he does. Charlesy coming in there. TO3 slowly pulling themselves back in this game. It's all tied up on the scoreboard, but statistics, particularly in possession, Steelers still have the advantage. 58% plays 42%. It's going right down to the wire here. Charlesy's in off of that double tap. Steelers claim their second goal. And the likes of the captain, a goal from both of the Steelers here in game 5. With that double tap coming in from Charlesy. 2 minutes into game 5. And the Steelers have a 1-point advantage. Possession 60-40 in favor of Steelers. Getting themselves the advantage when and where they can, but TO3 are keeping themselves right in this game. They were right in this match, game 1 and 2, TO3. The Steelers just turn it right around from game 3. It's brought us here to game 5 as Lethal looks to nurture this ball on the out of the corner, but Dolly off the backboard and gets his own double touch to respond for the over 30s. The captain comes in out of nowhere. The double touch from Dolly. What a play, what a shot. It's all tied up with 2 minutes 23 left on the clock. What a response from the over 30s, and that's on target, but Charlesy holds his ground, calm and composed in a very intense situation. Now Steelers look to move this ball forward, shut down by Shivers there. Nothing separates these two teams. 2-2 in game 5, 2-2 in this series, and Lethal's in off of that setup from Charlesy. What a setup from the captain and the Steelers. Great positioning from Lethal to strike for his second goal here in game 5. 3 points to 2, 2 minutes left on the clock. Steelers have taken that advantage back just. Possession is still the same, 60-40 in favor of the Steelers. This could go right down to the wire here in game 5. It could just be 1 point that separates these two teams. TO3 have the ball where they want it and steal the half. The Steelers just keeping this ball in the corner, making it as hard as possible for TO3 to get that centering ball and create those opportunities on goal. Credit to TO3 to keep the ball down here for this long. Keeping the pressure on the Steelers. They build it up, they might be able to crack it just like there. Shivers is in for TO3. They kept the ball in an ideal spot and just kept applying the pressure, and Shivers came in, touch and bounce worked out for him to score his first goal here in game 5 and ties it all up with 1:10 left on the clock. Charlesy wins the kickoff, sent to the right hand side corner. Lethal's in. What an immediate response from the Steelers to take the lead back, break the tie with 1:06 left on the clock. This could be going right down to the wire. Might be even going into overtime here in game 5. TO3 kickoff works out for them there. Shivers meets it off the wall. Lethal waiting with 1 minute left. Steelers have the advantage on the scoreboard and possession. 57% possession plays 43%. Steelers way. Charlesy just not working out for him there. Lethal keeps his pressure on TO3 as Dolly's demoed. Dolly respawns, but it's not enough as Lethal goes for his 4th goal in Game 5. It strikes 5.3 with 40 seconds left. The Steelers have a 2-point advantage. If TO3 are to do it, they need to do it now. 2 goals. That's a goal every 20 seconds almost. If this is in, that could be game. The Steelers extending their lead and asserting themselves in this game. They're in the ideal position to reverse clean sweep with 32 seconds left. That's at the rate of 1 goal every 10 seconds for the over 30s. Can TO3 do it? What a turnaround from the Steelers here in this match. 6.3 in Game 5. After TO3 winning the first 2 games, it's all but looking like the Steelers are going to win this as Dolly's in for goal number 4. This could be something beginning for TO3 if they can get a quick kickoff goal here. 6-5 and then another quick goal. It would all be tied up and go into overtime. But everything working out for the Steelers. Possession 55%, plays 45% in favor of Steelers. Dolly just not getting that kickoff goal. That could have been something. But I don't think there'll be enough time for TO3. There definitely won't be now. The Steelers with class. They have come back. What a comeback from the Steelers, reverse sweeping the over 30s and remaining in the upper bracket after winning Game 5 and winning the match 3 points to 2. Claiming it in Game 5, 6 points to 4. What a turnaround. Steelers remain up in the upper bracket. They are 1 match away from being in the summer split decider, the ultimate decider. Well done to the Steelers, winning 3-2 and advancing through to face Mac Mafia. TO3 will be versing Dolly's Minions. Stay connected by subscribing to our channel and following us on social media for all the latest updates, highlights, and behind the scenes content. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I am ATLRL24 signing off with anticipation for the next wave of excellence in the ATL Rocket League arena.